Nestled in the western part of Tennessee is a little park out in the middle of nowhere that holds a lot of surprises. One such surprise is Heritage Park. Once again, we are hopping on board Mr. Peabody's Wayback Machine and transporting ourselves back in time to see how the pioneers of this particular region lived their lives. So don on your Sunday best as we travel back to a time when the pioneers lived, and we will sit a spell and take in the history that was left as our legacy. David Crockett was a huge figure that lived in the area of central and west Tennessee. As part of his birthday celebrations, several people donated old cabins and other buildings to form Heritage Park Settlement on a 50-acre plot of land. The buildings that were donated resembled the structures that would have existed at the time that David Crockett was a frontiersman in the area. Behind the Wade cabin is the Bumpus livestock barn and corn crib. The barn was donated by the Barnes family and was moved to its new location in 2012. The barn was built in 1858 by William Bumpus and his son John. It was originally built by using poplar trees that was found on their property and used to house 2 mule teams. There are 2 buggies that are in little carports to each of the sides of the barn, but there is no signage as to what the buggies were used for or when they were donated and who by. The corn crib inside the barn was a later addition in the 19th century to the livestock barn to help store the animal feed. Other animals and livestock were also added to the barn at this point in history, so they needed to store their food close by. There are currently no animals housed in the barn at this time. The Atwell Corn Crib is a separate building on the Discovery Park of America's property and was donated by Mr. J. L. Atwell and moved to its current location from Fulton, Kentucky in 2012. This building was well ventilated to help dry and preserve the corn. The elevated storage floor helped to deter rats and other corn-eating rodents. While there are several buildings with gates around them to indicate that they are still under restoration processes, you are still able to access many of the cabins and see what life was like back in the 1800s. Many of the buildings' restoration process has been completed, but there are several places such as the barn and the Wade cabin that is still under construction, and you can watch the workers as they complete their tasks. The restoration is funded by Robert E. and Jenny D. Kirkland Foundation and will cost more than $500,000 when completed. There are quite a few cabins and a small town that we will further explore on our way through the Heritage Park over the next several weeks. We hope that you enjoy this walk through our history. We would love to thank all of our hosts at Discovery Park of America in Union City, Tennessee. All of your staff were very helpful, kind, informative, and very well versed in all of the historical events that they wish to convey. Very well done. We would also like to thank you, our viewer, for continuing to support Kentucky's Tennessee Living as we bring you the history of the Kentucky and Tennessee states. Thank you for watching our video, Discovery Park of America presents Heritage Parks, the Livestock Barn, and Corn Crib. We thank you for continuing to support Kentucky Tennessee Living as we bring you the history of the Appalachian Mountains. Please like, subscribe, and share below. Also hit the bell for notifications of future videos. And once again, be sure to leave us a "Hey y'all" in the comment section below.